Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Fair. Switch. Look at me. Zipper. You got motion right there. Ready?
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Leo.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, keep it up. Shift.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Powering his way forward. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Break. Mike 5-4. Come to my work. We won. Come to my work. Check that. Hey, Sam on.
On 1st and 10. Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Go. Hey, switch gears. Now.
Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Not, sweetheart. Look, squeeze. Ready.
That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Jay, lock it. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Look at me. Go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike's gone. Bandit. Back, slide.
On 3rd down, Jones looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
55.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. Go. Hey, watch that. Hey. Nice 7. 54. Let's go, D.
2nd and 5. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. open. Manus Pettis, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go. He gated. Watch 54. Oh, yeah, play. Jumper. 36.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Yep. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, Charlie. I got you, son. Mike 52. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. No. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, go out. Bravo. Wide. Get wide. Get it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Hunt going to run for it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. First down, here's the run with Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Big series right here. We got hit it.
Operating from the gun. Nolan. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
Again, it's Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 3. Check.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. I got you.
Get it.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. '57's the back.
Looking to throw. Nolan. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They run with Abdullah. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, stand up!
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught off the deflection. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On second down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Check. Fresno. Rock it. Slam. Hey, wahoo. 54.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nolan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
From the gun, Nolan. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Jordan Willis. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Nolan going deep for Diggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. Check, 55. X3, 218, chop. Lucky.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready, set.
Jones now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Hey, Haywood. Gone. Five.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Switch. Hard. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Jones going to throw again. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Hey. Orbit. Mike 55. Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Julian Love picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Nolan, he's going to loft one. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Nolan. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt.
Hey, let go. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Nolan nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Leo. Hey, stand up. Hey.
Stay at home. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. You got the slim lead late in the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready?
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
55, Mike 55.
Rock it. Undercut. Shoot.
He's back to throw. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
We go. 8 reads.
Drop deep.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Shoot.
Look. Squeeze.
Check 26. Alert flare.
Five.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, lock it.
Out.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Coverage. Stopper!
Check.
Look at me. Door.
Ricky. Slam.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Yep. Be ready. Where's 52? 52's the mic. He don't know no better. No mic, 52.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game.
Ready? 15 line.
Hey, watch the leg. Hey, check Mike 57. Come on, D. 57.
Now.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Minnesota, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.